Alright, so the thing I've been waiting on is finally showed up. We've got a flywheel. So let's just get right into this. So this is a flywheel from Fiero. So it's machined down to the already thicknesses I need for an F23 on a 3800. So let's go ahead and grab that. Get that bolted onto the crank. I have some OEM bolts for that as well. I got those. Let's see here. Yep, these, I believe these are the front, or these are the ones. So we have some of these. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are. So we got some OEM flywheel bolts. Hopefully they're right. So we got those. So we'll get that put on and we'll get the clutch bolted on and all that good shit. So, fun stuff. Alright, so got these torqued down. I marked them as I went. And yeah, so I pretty much just kind of use this and jam a screwdriver in there. And that kind of held it in place. So I torqued it down to 11 foot-pounds or like 132 inch-pounds, something like that. So yeah, it was 11 pounds. Torqued it down to that, and then we did an additional 50 degrees by doing this. So now that's all done. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the flywheel, or not the flywheel, the pressure plate and clutch disc put on. And then, yeah, then we can go ahead and get the transmission put on. So let's do that. All right, so the spec clutches are usually labeled, so it says flywheel side, but I have installed shit backwards before. So, yeah, make sure you don't install it backwards. I installed a stock one. The first time I ever did a clutch, I installed it backwards, and it kind of ground down these springs, and it also ground down the bolts. So don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing bolted on. We should be good to go. I have this clutch tool, but I don't think it's the right one because it's a hot dog in the hallway, but it should hopefully get us close enough. So, and worst case scenario, I guess I could wrap electrical tape till it's tight in there, I guess, but we're just gonna send it. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so went ahead and got this thing torqued on there. I've got it centered as best as I can. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong clutch tool. It's the right spline, but it's not the right diameter on the thing. I went and checked it on the 3400 and it's the same, so yeah, I don't think it's the right one, whatever, it's what I could find. But yeah, so that's on there. Now let's get the fun part here. So I gotta disconnect the motor from the cradle and lift it up, and let's get this fucking trans on. That's gonna be a real fun job by myself. So let's do that. All right, time to get this guy put in. So there's gonna be 4 screws. Let's see here. So there's gonna be one right here. And you got 3 around here. And then, so the ZZP adapter, it goes in between. The seal goes on this side. So it's gonna be pressed up against this. And then it's just metal on metal right here. So what we do is just gonna pretty much slide it over and get it on there. So let me get those screws out, and then and then the ZZP one comes with new bolts for these, so that's good to know. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so with the ZZP one, kind of found what I think is an issue. So you can't use this one, but I want this one because that holds that in place. So what I did was I just used 3 washers, and then I found a longer screw because those are definitely not long enough because you're adding a 1/4 inch in there. So yeah, found a longer one. Spaced it out with the washers. We should be good to go now. So let's go ahead and get this sucker pulled back on and get to whatever we're gonna get done. So let's do that. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, for the clutch spec, I think I torqued those down to 15 foot-pounds. I don't remember if I said anything. Loctite on everything. So yeah, let's get that put in. Okay, so kind of did a lot. It's on there. I got to play around with this mount. I got to get the oil relocation kit put on. So I'm using the Bonneville one. And then I'm going to use this oil adapter, which goes on there. We're going to use AN10 lines. Now we can run it to the oil cooler and run it to this guy, which you mount the whatchamacallit too, the fuel filter, or oil filter I mean. And then I also got this blue 90, so that way we're good to go. Works out good. And but yeah, so I got to modify this a little bit, maybe strengthen a little bit. But yeah, it's on there. And let's see here, we can grab this, make sure we're in gear. And then we turn this, our wheels should turn. Look at that. So it's working. Now all I got to do is like I said, modify that, get that other one good, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this thing down on. Once that's all done, it's all bolted on. I do want to modify this one as well. I plan to put 2 plates on there on each side, and then I'm going to drill 2 holes through and do it that way. That one, I'm not too sure. I might do the same thing. But yeah, other than that, we're pretty close. I want to reinforce the stuff. We might not do that right away. Maybe we'll do it later. Or I'll just not do it until it tears. But yeah, so far so good. Let's keep going. Alright, finished up some modifications to it. So I welded some angle iron onto there. Help make it a lot more rigid. Then I had to notch out a little spot just because it wasn't touching, but it was close. And if it, it has a little bit of play, we don't want it to be like pressing up against it, putting any sort of tension on any of this, because this is cast, so it'll just snap most likely. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and bolt the bottom on, and then we'll get going on the other side. All right, so I went ahead and cleaned up, getting ready for putting it in. I still have to modify this mount. So what I want to do is put a plate down this side and a plate down the back side, and it's basically going to have, we're going to drill a hole straight through, and it'll go straight through and kind of clamp down. I think that should be a pretty good upgrade for that one. That one I still need to drill 1 more hole down. I probably should do like the same thing I'm going to do for here. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing. But yeah, that's where we're at. Serpentine belt's on. It was spinning freely. Oh yeah, and I put all my tools away. Not missing a single one. Hell yeah. Other than wrenches, I haven't really put those away, but those don't matter. But yeah, so oil drain. And that'll actually probably be another 90, so 90 into a 90. Complain all you want. It should work. Yeah, and then got our oil feed. I do want to have an oil pressure sensor, so I need to probably get a T for that or something of that nature, which sucks. I'd rather not, but we got to. So we need that. I mean, there's lots of little things I still need to do. I need to get, like I went and tapped this, so I got to put a plug in there. This one I can't tap, so I'm gonna have to do a whatchamacallit, a freeze plug with some sealant or something around it. Yeah, because I'm just gonna plug them off. I was gonna loop them together, but I asked some people and they said it should be good, so we're gonna be good. I plan to make like a mount right here or something, maybe like this or something. Just trying to hide kind of all this stuff. All my wiring should land right here, but I'm not going to make that until I have an actual ignition control module. From what I've been talking, we should be good to go on ignition control module with microsquirt. It's the same concept as the 3400, so that's awesome. Yeah, I've been slapping a buttload of knocker loose on all the spark plugs and on the manifold. I'm going to pull this manifold off before I put it in because we need to wrap it, because obviously we're really close. I don't know if we can see that, but it's close. You could probably fit a piece of paper through there. So yeah, but other than that, pretty good to go. I'm pretty sure coolant hoses, I might be able to modify what we have to work, so that'd be dope. Yeah, that's about all I got. Oh, and then I picked up all the stuff for the clutch line. We'll go over that in a different video, because I plan to make that an actual good video. So yeah, got an adapter into an adapter, and then the actual fitting that goes on the brake line. And then this is like a BMW line that goes into their bleeder. That goes into the, or it's a Thaline line or something, or a Thaline connection or something like that right here. At the end, I plan to try and put like part numbers and shit. In the end, I'm gonna do how much it cost me to do the whole thing. Obviously, it's gonna vary because I've had some people offer some good deals. I got some stuff used, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna have for this one, guys. So you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.